Welcome to the 247 Sports YouTube channel. I'm National Recruiting Editor Brandon Huffman. On this Memorial Day, we go to Gilroy, California, where Salinas Palma receiver Logan Saldate will be announcing his commitment. Let's go to Gilroy, where Logan's here with his mother and father, ready to choose from among 5 schools. Logan, how you doing, man?
Great. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I know you've had a busy weekend. Before we talk about your weekend, who do you have here with you tonight for your announcement?
I have my mom right next to me and my dad, and I have all my family in the back behind the camera.
All right, so it's a busy Memorial Day for you, but you had, like I said, a busy weekend. On Saturday, you finished second in California in the long jump. You've been balancing 7-on-7, spring football, track, where you were a sub-1100 meter guy, but the number 2 long jumper in the state of California. What was that experience like on Saturday?
It was fun. I didn't really have that much pressure since it's not my main sport. I was still taking it seriously, but I was just out there having fun. It was really like just, having fun. So, yeah.
Is track something that you're considering potentially doing in college? Are you going to go play college football and that's it?
I'm definitely considering long jumping in college, but running, probably not.
Now, athletics is something that runs in your family. You've been a part of the recruiting process before, watching your older brother, who's a wrestler at Michigan State, go through the process. But your football recruitment was a little bit more unique in that you had football schools after you. You had Pac-12 schools, Big 12 schools, Mountain West schools. You narrowed it down to 5 schools earlier this month. You see those hats: Cal, Oregon State, Washington, Arizona, and Oklahoma State. How did you get to this point from those first offers to narrowing it down to this 5?
It was really hard to narrow it down to only 5. The recruiting process was fun, and all the coaches showed enormous amount of love. So it really just came down to where I see myself at, where I feel home is. Cal isn't. It's right in my backyard. Oregon State isn't too far. Washington, not bad. But out of all these 5, I can see myself playing at all of them, really. So it's just coming down to coaching and all that stuff. So, yeah.
You know, especially down the stretch run when you were getting ready to make your decision, you had the distraction of track, but getting down to this decision point where you're ready to make this choice before we even get into June, how hard was it trimming your list from the 5 to the 1 that you're going to select later in the show?
It was hard. It was a lot of talking behind the scenes with my family, just figuring out what would work for me best. Where I would be happy and where my family would be happy for me. So.
Well, folks have tuned in to see where your decision is. But before we get to that point, I know that there have been a lot of people, especially your family, that have been along for the ride through this recruiting process. We're going to give you a chance to thank everybody that's been important to you during this process before we ask you where you're going to play your college ball.
So first off, I want to thank God for blessing us and my family. Giving me all the opportunities in the world to be the best. Second, I want to thank all my family for giving me all the love, sacrificing everything all the time, always being by my side, especially these 2, mom and dad. But and also coaching, I appreciate every single one of my coaches, especially my head coach, Coach Cardinazzo, and the rest of the Palma staff, KT Prep, and the rest of their staff, and then especially my cousin Jordan. I work with him a lot. So, I just really thank everybody who's been a part of my journey.
All right. Well, the journey is just about to begin because in a couple of seconds, you're going to tell us where you're going to play that college football. But take a deep breath. I know this is what everybody moved away from: the barbecue grill, from the pool, from the lake, river, whatever they're at. Logan, where are you going to spend the next 4 years of your college football career playing?
All right. So with all that being said, for the next 3 to 4 years, I'll be taking my talents to Oregon State University.
There it is. The continued momentum after a 10-win season in 2022 for Jonathan Smith at his alma mater culminates with another big-time receiver from the state of California with Logan. You know, Logan, you got to this point. We said a minute ago that you said it was difficult getting it down to 1. But ultimately, what was it about Oregon State that made them the pick for you?
Really, I just saw vision. in them. Like, they're going to be amazing. They're building something special. All their recruiting classes have been pretty good within these past 2 years. They have Aiden Childs, which reached out to me not too long ago, and we built a pretty good connection. And I could see myself playing in their offense.
I know Kefensi Hinton was a big part of your recruiting process as well. Not only is he receivers coach, but he recruits Northern California. How much was your relation with him a key?
Really big, like huge, to be honest. Like, he was coming to see me pretty often at school. I was on the phone with him pretty often. He was calling my parents, texting my parents back and forth. So it was really just like he offered me pretty early into my recruiting process. So he knew what he was doing, and he made it work.
Jonathan Smith, obviously heading into his 6th year at his alma mater, one of the most stable coaching staffs in the Pac-12. How much did Coach Smith play a role in your decision?
A lot. Like, I was talking with my dad a few times, and we were just talking which program is going to be most successful, and we see what Coach is doing, and he has a good plan, and he's going to build something special. So we decided Oregon State.
Mom and Dad, I know you went through this process a few years ago with your older son leaving the Pac-12 region, going to the Midwest. Now you're going to have Logan just a state up. You know, Mom, how excited are you to have your son just playing just a state away, a couple hours away, but staying on the West Coast?
I couldn't be more happy, more pleased, more proud that he chose that. And I just support him and whatever he does. And it was a family decision ultimately. Of course, Logan gave us his plea of why, and we're on board with him. We're very excited, and I know that he kept it in mind for Mom not to go too far.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're very pleased, very pleased.
And Dad, I mean, I know you watched this process from afar when when Logan started getting those offers, and you went through this process again, like you said, with your older son, going through the recruiting process with wrestling. A lot of trips for both of you guys to the Midwest to watch him. But Dad, how excited are you for him to stay in the Pac-12 footprint? Maybe still getting out of the state, but staying on the West Coast.
I'm very blessed. I'm very happy for him. Happy for our family. I'll support him 100%, no matter who he chose. But Oregon State's a great program. Coaches are doing great things. I think Logan's going to be a big part, and very happy, like I said, and I'm happy for him, happy for our family, and yeah, that's it. And just go play ball and get ready for the season.
All right, Logan, I know you're heading up there in a couple of weeks for your official visit to Corvallis. This weekend starts a busy month for Oregon State. You're committed. You won't be up there this weekend, but you will be there in a couple of weekends. But a couple of top recruits are coming in. I know you're going to try and start helping recruit that class, but I'm going to give you a chance to give a message to the Oregon State fans that are tuning in today to watch this announcement.
All I got to say is you guys are getting a good one. I'm going to be a big part of the team. I'm going to come in and do my thing, so I'm excited.
All right, well, there you have it. Logan Saldate out of Northern California. He is staying on the West Coast, staying in the Pac-12 footprint, going to play for Jonathan Smith and Oregon State. A great pickup. Enjoy your Memorial Day, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Logan, family, congratulations.
Woo!